Normally we see 20. This time we see 23. There were 4 upgrades from the B division of the mass start. 3 of the 4 are in the field. One, Golubeva of Kazakhstan was a scratch. But first place, second place, third place in the B divisions all moved up along with the most intermediate sprint points from the B division. Also headed up. Again, Golubeva was scratched, so 23 will be in the field here for the women. We will see 24 on the men's side. Well, there is Evgeny Blondin, world champion back in 2020, but world runner-up 5 times, and also the Olympic runner-up in Beijing. Manganello, a couple of podiums last year. Groenewouds of the Netherlands won 5 of the 6 mass starts last year. She's the defending world champ. And now the rest of the crew heads to the line. Again, when you look ahead to Milano Cortina coming up in just a couple of months for the mass start, maximum of 2 per country. So that's why this results and over the next 3 World Cup events matter for the mass start for those companies trying to max out the number of quota opportunities to skate.
Ready.
And off we go. Groenewoud is in helmet number 1 right at the front of your screen. Greta Myers of the United States in 6. Manganello in number 2. And 23 skaters. Off we go, 16 laps. And we talk about what Groenewoud has done over her career in this mass start. World champion last year. World bronze in 24. World champ in 23. World champ in 21. Last year during the World Cup campaign, she won 5 of the 6 mass starts. So this is what we're looking at. The only mass start she didn't win was in Calgary. That was one where Greta Myers of the United States with Chin and Ulrich made up a very unexpected podium. Off we go. Women's mass start. Kawa is in helmet number 22. Of Canada in helmet 8 right there on the left of your screen. Kurkov in helmet 20. Now we're in the first sprint lap in lap 4 of 16. Here's the front 4, Harikawa, Maltang, Kurkov, and Manganello of the United States. They will award sprint points at the conclusion of this 4th lap. It will be added to your total number of points, which could come into play in a different number of cases, right? Qualifying individually for the Olympics and also to try and get max number of quota spots for your country. We see Kurkov, Horikawa, and Malte. A sizable gap to the peloton on the chase. Head of that mass group. There are your 4 leaders. Malte of Canada, Kurkov. Horikawa in helmet 22. And Manganello of the United States. A couple of bronzes last year in the mass start. Manganello darts to the inside. So she wants to maybe take command of this one here. As they have almost caught up to the back portion of the peloton. These 4 trying to break away. No sense of urgency yet from the other 16, which includes, actually there's 19, which includes runabouts. Now they'll tap on the gas a bit. There was runabout toward the back of that pack and held it one. Also toward the back of that field. They got a little work to do. Lola Bridget, a little peek back. I mean, they're about 80% of the ice behind. There's Yang and Runabout right at the back. Those are the 4 leaders. These 4, they're not expending a whole lot of energy, so they should be able to conserve fairly well. Horikawa now takes the lead. LaBridge, helmet number 5. Way at the back in helmet 1, I mean, that's Hunabout. She's actually right now would be in, what, 22nd place. Tag. Right now she is controlling that force at the top. Just serpentining along under no pressure, no heat at all from this gaggle of skaters. They are going to have to make a little bit of a move here fairly quickly. There's a lot of ice to recover. Of that group, along with Blondine and Lola Bridget. Top 3. They're taking some looks over their shoulder. Gonna have to press down the accelerator here fairly quickly. 16-lap race. There's not a lot of time left in this one, to be honest. 5 laps. Coming up on 4. And they're just coasting along. Look at Manganello kind of pushing Kirchhoff over the side. They're kind of weaving around. So into lap 12, sprint lap. Has the lead been condensed a bit? Not a lot. That's her leading quartet. Montay at the front, Kirchhoff behind her. And Horikawa and Manganello. I mean, we know Manganello's personal history in this race. Oh, and a couple of skaters go down. Watch out. And a few tumble. I think that was Lobas of Norway who began the domino, taking out at least one other skater. This is lap 13 for the leaders. I mean, is there a push coming? There's the second group, and yeah, now it looks like they're starting to feel the urgency, but is it too late? There has not been a potential breakaway from that big peloton trailing those 4 skaters in the entirety of this race. Montay, Kirchhoff, Manganello, and Horikawa. Those are the 4. More laps to go. This may not happen. There's Yang Bin-Yu at the very back of the field. And more sprint points accumulate for those 3. Look at Valerie Montay. She's saying this is like an exhibition right now. It's like they're just getting their off-day ice work in. Gotta start soon, and now they begin to kind of push away, but there are the 4 leaders. They reach the bell lap. This is going to be their race to win, and it's Mia Manganello of the United States bursting in front. The other 3 on the chase. Manganello down the straights. Montay trying to catch her. Around the corner is Mia Manganello. Here comes Montay. Manganello firmly swinging the arms. Molte to the outside. Kirchhoff making a move. It's Manganello and Molte. And it looks like clockwise Molte out there. That group of four separated about 4 laps into this race, and were never tested. And we'll wait and see the official results, but it looks like Molte did pepper. And looking at my numbers, Manganello finishing 4th, Kirchhoff 2nd, Horikawa 3rd, and here's the rest of the group. And there's the look. Manganello. There's Molte. What a bizarre race this was. The group of 19 never challenged. It was Manganello, Kirchhoff, Horikawa, and Molte. Manganello celebrates with the crew. And we're waiting the official results. There's the fall, meanwhile, about mid-race by Rory Grindelovas of Norway. And it also seemed like it took out Birzik of Poland as well. Number 10 goes down. Here's the finish. And these are the 4 leaders. Manganello and Molte. Still awaiting the official results, because the results screen that I'm looking at basically has most of that peloton behind the front 4 at the top of the leaderboard. So something is amiss as far as the results go, which is probably why we haven't seen anything yet on the screen. See how it looks. Yeah, they want to make sure that everybody skated the appropriate number of laps. Make sure everybody got 16 in. They got the leaderboard I'm looking at right now has Park Ji-woo on top. That's evidently what this discussion is right here. Did somebody miscount the number of the laps for the lead 4? Because what I'm seeing on my screen, which I believe is incorrect, is Park Ji-woo, Emily Blondin, and Fran Van Hout, 1, 2, 3, but they were in that back group of 19. The front 4 we had been watching the entire way. Again, they broke away with that initial sprint lap. They have them further down the standings. As a matter of fact, they have Manganello right now finishing 21st, which would indicate to me that there might be a lap counting issue or mistake from the officials. Now, Manganello knows exactly how many laps that she raced, but the officials, the referee, Susan Sandvik-Shelby of the United States, Oh Young-suk of Korea is the starter. They're going to make sure they get things squared away here. That is why we haven't seen anything on the screen as far as any official results. So there are the 4. And you can see right there with the laps to come. You see Manganello holding up 2 fingers as she went by that digital readout saying 3 laps left. That almost tells me that the lap counter had the wrong number of laps for that front 4.
This medalist for the mass start from Netherlands, Bente Kirchhoff.
So here we go. So this is now the official results. And it is Bente Kirchhoff of the Netherlands, who was part of that front group. She wins bronze. They have determined, as I'm looking at my official, I should say official, as I'm looking at my updated stats monitor,
Representing
those front
Canada,
four were determined to be on the
Valerie
relay.
Malte.
So here's the silver medalist, Valerie Malte of Canada. And Mia Manganello of the United States will come out from that black curtain and win gold. Momoko Horikawa did finish fourth, Blondine fifth, Sato sixth. So the front four that we presumed were on the lead lap, in fact, were. It took some extra work by the officiating crew here in Salt Lake City to verify. And no surprises. And they got it right. It took a little while, but they got it right. And that's the bottom line, and that's all that matters.
First place and gold medalist, women's mass start champion, representing the United States of America, Maya Manganello.
So here's Maya Manganello, finally. What an entrance. It took about 20 extra minutes. But gold is officially hers in Salt Lake City. Manganello, a couple of World Cup bronzes last year. The 36-year-old Manganello, the 39-year-old Bergsma, women's and men's mass start World Cup champions
International
here in November of
Skating Union.
2025. Congrats
Women's
to all.
mass start